So, no shortage of kind of cool retro-y 26-inch bikes sitting in here. All of them, every single one of them, the Concorde, the work truck, rock hopper, and the Trek, I want to change them all. I want them all to be a little different by the end of this, let's say, month. Not this video, that would be too much to take on. But our main focus for this video is going to be the Trek 8500. Remember when I introduced the Concorde and said this build is going to be sponsored by Just Us Coffee Roasters, and asked Ryan, who is the representative from Just Us, if it was okay that I said, like, I think the Trek is cooler. Can we just like change our mind here? But there's no rules set in stone. So yeah, of course we can. So in saying that, this modernized drivetrain swap that we are about to do on the Trek 8500, it is paid for and sponsored by Just Us Coffee Roasters. So let's just jump right into this and keep our fingers crossed that everything that I haphazardly have planned out works somewhat half decent. So, table still set up, stickers still available. Shimano, Deore. Ooh, look at that. So, crank, 30-tooth chainring, derailleur, bottom bracket, chain, shifter, and look at this cassette. This will be the toughest part. This is what we're about to tackle. The success of this drivetrain swap relies completely on whether or not the donor wheel, the free hub body that's on my donor wheel, will actually go on to this old school 7-speed Shimano Alivio free hub shell, not body. That's what we're gonna do now. If that doesn't work, I have one more option that I think will work. Oh, it's sealed bearing. That means it's not gonna work. Okay, now I am cannibalizing my old cyclocross tubulars. Okay, so axle and bearings out. See how you can see right through it. In here is a 10mm bolt head that you put your 10mm Allen key on, and then you just loosen it. I've already kind of loosened it until it's off. See how you can see how it goes on? This matches that. Now we take apart our other wheel and hope that matches what comes off of the other wheel. Okay, moment of truth. Does anyone want to make a wager? Only mildly hopeful that this will work. Now, this is our new one, and will it slot in? Yes, it will. Okay. Okay, so now that I've got what I believe is the proper spacing, perfect, proper spacing and a 10-speed free hub body on there, it is said that Shimano cassettes with its like design should fit onto a 10-speed free hub body. Now we're gonna know for sure. How big that is on a 26-inch wheel. Look at that. I used to say I hate Shimano. Sort of changing that tune a little bit right now. So all the tough, kind of annoying stuff is now out of the way. I'm gonna pull off this crank. I don't know how much trouble this bottom bracket is gonna give me to get out. This X3 derailleur, it's gonna come off, chain off, and we'll just kind of like, we'll put all of the other Deore stuff on, and we'll be done. This is like this is gonna be pretty quick, I hope. So here's a trick that never works on old school adjustable bottom brackets. Because I don't own one of those like pin, I don't know what they're called, doesn't matter. Because I don't own one, I always start with my needle nose pliers, knowing full well that this isn't going to work. And in this case, it did. Stuff like this would be like the gold that I would appreciate a lot more if I worked in bike shops, you know, in the 90s, not in the late 2010s. Very cool. I hope this isn't coming off as one of those dream build videos.
And I thought you were ready to give up.
Oh, right. I love when I have an idea in my head and then I start shooting a vlog without knowing whether or not it's actually going to come out in success. And it actually does. It's so retro 1991 2 or 3 Trek 8500, now sporting a very modern 1x11, 11 through to 51 tooth cassette, 30 tooth narrow wide chainring, 11 speed Shimano Deore group set. All it takes is swapping a free hub body and finding the group set actually available online for purchase to come to your door within 2 or 3 weeks. Kind of have a lot more plans for this thing. The fork, I know everybody's like pretty. I'm not going to rebuild it. I'm going to take it off. It's 1 1/8 threaded. I'm going to swap this thing to 1 1/8 threadless to get a modern stem. The plan is to get like a 1 1/8 bull moose bar on it, because in my head, that's the bike I really want to build. Beyond that, a different seat post and saddle, and then maybe build some wheels for it as well. You know, all the options are on the table. So if you're interested in following along this build that is majorly supported by Just Us Coffee Roasters, you know, make sure you subscribe. Or if there's, you know, the other cool retro bikes that are in the shed, or the other stuff that we do, like motorbike stuff, you know, think about subscribing. It's real helpful. There's a lot of cool things that go on here, and you could be part of it. Okay, all right.